So, okay, so we are starting our training right now. It is Wednesday, April the 18th, and this is Team Rah Rah. We are doing a quick discussion, be real quick and informative to collaborate on how to secure at least 200 PV every single month for their 31 business. So, excuse me, first of all, I want to start off by opening it up and seeing what ideas you ladies have to share with us. And I do have a list of ideas that I thought about earlier today, and I wrote them down. So I'm sure you're going to hit several things that I already have, and whatever you don't hit, I will fill in the blanks, and we'll go from there. So does anybody have thoughts as to how to make sure 200 happens every month? Do. And if you want me to get started, and maybe that will grease the wheel and you guys can think past that, then we can go with that. So the there's only one guaranteed way. Can anybody think of what that could be? Okay, I guess two to be technical. The first one is by booking parties and having enough to where if it doesn't become a party, you're still going to have $200 by the end of the month. Okay, but that's not the one that I was actually thinking about. The guaranteed way is to have a Hostess of the Month club. So that is something that I've never done because I haven't made time for it. It's something that requires effort on the front end and less as you go, because you get a commitment from 6 people. It can be men or women. It can be somebody looking for gifts for the females in their life that, I mean, it can be anybody. Don't try to qualify that someone just because it's a woman, right? Most of our customers will be women, but you can approach men about it as well and say, hey, I can help you. I can be your personal shopper. You've got birthday gifts coming up. You have anniversary coming up. Maybe you could put a poll out there on your Facebook that says something to the effect of, you know, do any of my guy friends out there have, does anybody get stressed out to buy the women in their lives gifts when it's time for anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, Mother's Day? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like how tough is that? Or you don't have to do a scale, but just open it up to where people can respond to you, because you could get 1 or 2 men in your Hostess of the Month club, right? And there's a lot of women out there that won't spend money because they want their husbands to approve of the purchase first. Maybe that's how their marriage works. They want to work out, you know, even the smallest purchase, they need to talk about it. So they're not comfortable with signing up to Hostess of the Month, right? Because they feel that maybe they're spending too much money and they can't commit to that. So sometimes it's the guys we have to go to. With that said, the way Hostess of the Month works is that you get 6 people to commit to purchasing $35 every 6 months. Or you can do every other and have 2 Hostess of the Month clubs going on. But it's easier if you do like what month? April. So if you did like May, June, July, August, September, October. So you could run one May through October and have 6 people dedicated. And once you have your 6 people, then you can do a random drawing on your Facebook group page and say, okay, I'm going to draw for the order of when you're going to be hostess, okay? Because you don't want it to be like you chose that month and it's a better special than another and whatever. So it works out best if you can just do it all up front, because you don't know all the specials. You're only going to know the special for May. We don't have June yet. So with that said, they can add on, like if they know that I'm going to be hostessing in July. July is my month. Okay, so I'm going to have at least $200 in orders, because I'm going to order 35 and I'm going to have 5 people also ordering 35, which is $210. I have a guaranteed party. So I'm going to have at least $25 in free stuff, at least 1 half-off item, and 1 Hostess exclusive item to snag up. But if I want to increase my rewards as a hostess in July, I'm going to start telling my friends about it, and I'm going to have my own party on top of that. so that if I would normally have a $400 party by myself, it's actually a $200 or a $600 party. Make sense? So if you can get a Hostess of the Month club going, if you can generate interest for that, that is guaranteed $200 every single month. Okay? So that is the number one thing that I don't make time for that would secure $200 a month. So like I said, it takes more effort on the front end, but you get a way to work this is you get credit cards in advance, and you get their choices in advance of items that are $35, or maybe it's a $45 item, but it's on their wish list of what they're going to purchase in the next 6 months. So for everyone that gets on your Hostess of the Month, you would keep an Excel sheet or a written down list that says, Amanda, she wants to make sure and get a Sand and Shore thermal. She wants this, 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 and this, and this. But you get 6 things, and then you tell them by the X day of the month, like maybe it's the 15th or the 14th. I would say the 14th. Tell them, and you can hit mute if you want while the dogs are barking. Here, I'll go ahead and do it for you. Okay, I hit mute for you, so you can hit unmute when they're done. So what I was trying to say is that, well, now I lost my train of thought.
Hostess of the Month Club.
Hold on a second, I'm thinking of barking dogs. Barking weenie dogs, because I met them once, and they're really cute. Okay.
Having an Excel sheet.
Thank you. That's what it was.
Yes.
Okay. So, no, it's okay. So you would have a list of the items that they want, and you would have their credit card on file. You would just say, okay, I just need to get your credit card on file. And if you don't place your order with me by the 14th, I will order one of these items for you and charge your card. And you would just tell them that in advance. There is actually a form for that, not on our group page, but I saw it somewhere else where somebody had that put together. So I'll look for that and see if I can locate it, where it's like a letter that you basically you can send to them and say, hey, this is how it works. I need your order by the 14th. If you don't order, I'm going to place something on order for you that's on your list or of $35 value, and this is the card that I'm going to charge. Okay, that way you're guaranteed if they don't get in touch with you, if they're on vacation, they forget, you still have their card information, and you're going to submit that party by the 15th. Okay? Now, another way to get $200 every month is through selling bundles. And I'm not saying like when we have, like if there's bundles offered on that My Bag Addiction graphics group, for example, and there's like maybe 30 or 40 that they have, I'm not saying like post all the bundles. You can, but what the idea is with bundles is that you choose like 1, 2, or 3 that you really like, and you just post like just a few, because too much information kind of confuses people and overwhelms. Exactly. So a confused mind doesn't make decisions. You don't want to confuse people. You want to offer them less. So choose a couple that you think look really good. Think of conversations that you've had with people to think, oh, Amanda would really like that. I'm going to reach out to her about that bundle. So you can post maybe 2 or 3 bundles to your closed group page and say, I have 3 bundles available of the getaway bundle. I have 4 bundles available of this and only 2 of this. Please claim them. It looks more, what am I trying to say? It's not open to everyone, even though it is. You're kind of fooling with them, playing a mind game, saying, hey, I've got 3. It's like an exclusive offer. Who wants these? Okay. So that's one way to do it. And then you can also send an image of the bundles specifically to a friend, to a customer via text. If you have a conversation with them and they say, oh, I really like the whatever, Clear as Day tote, and you see a bundle that has the Clear as Day tote, you can send them that image and say, hey, I'm willing to make this offer for you. You save X amount. Would you like me to order this for you? Make it easy for them. Okay. Another way is through challenges. Like, have you seen the images that are like, they say, I've been challenged to sell 24 key fobs in 24 hours, something like that. So Denise is doing something right now for teacher to try to get teacher gifts going and end of school gifts for bus drivers and whatnot. She's got something on her mind with that, and she's running with that. It's kind of how this is right here, the challenges. So even if you don't have an image to share with somebody, you can go get a product spotlight image. Those are available, again, on the My Bag Addiction graphics group. In the photo albums, it says product spotlights. You can go choose a product, preferably something that's lower cost, so that you can try to sell more, like the keepsake trays, for example, $12. You can say, I've been challenged to sell 12 keepsake trays in 12 hours. Who wants one? And then you would attach like the product spotlight image along with a couple real life images of that being used, because real life images are what sell, because people see them in use. Because they might not know, oh, that's to hold my rings and my earrings just by looking at an image. But if they see something in real life and they see that, then they're like, oh, that's what that's for. And it's only 12 bucks. Okay. So you can do challenges. There's also teacher challenges. If you go to the Jenny Hillenberg Lineage group page, Jessica Lawson did a training on that. I think it was last fall, where she posted a video explaining a teacher challenge and how you get that going. So if you have questions on that, let me know. She did a really great presentation of how she does hers, and I did mine following that training, and mine went really well, and I ended up getting a new team member from that as well. So not only could this help your PV, but it could also grow your teams because you're getting people involved. Okay, another thing, fundraisers. Try to sprinkle those in when you can, because even if it's a really crappy fundraiser and you only have like 1 or 2 people participate, that could be your 200. Okay, if it's a total failure, which we hope it's not, we would hope that at least 200 would come from that. So try to work on fundraisers. There's different ways you can structure those, but that's always good to have in your back pocket. Flash sales. These don't always work. There's somebody in this group that could raise her hand right now and say, these flash sales never work for me. I hate them. Okay, we won't point her out. But it's okay, because the thing is, it's not meant for everybody's customer group. It doesn't work for everybody. The way I get them to work, I'm going to close my flash sale tomorrow with about 500 PV, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm telling you because I create my flash sales based on what my customers want. I had a friend contact me a month ago that said, hey, I just need a couple of wristlet straps. I mean, that's all it was. And I was like, okay, they're $8. And I said, okay, well, do you want it right away, or can you wait just a little bit? And she's like, oh, I don't mind, you know, it's fine. So I added 2 wristlet straps to my sale so I kept a list of what people had been telling me that they like. And I added that to the sale, and added a few more things that people had talked about. And then I always sprinkle in the customer specials of the month to make it a flash sale. If you need help putting those together, I'm happy to help you. All right. So just let me know. But I always try to listen and actively listen so I can put those items in the flash sales. And my flash sales mostly all the time go. I've only had 1 or 2 not ever make. And I think that's because of trying to listen to my customers. All right. The prior knowledge of what people are asking for really is the ticket on that, and not just posting an image and leaving it there. It's a lot of interaction. Any comments on that so far? Nope. Okay. Another thing to do, I wanted to introduce this to you because some of you have never heard about this before, and that's okay. It's not the norm for a 31 consultant. It's the norm for some other direct sales businesses, but not 31. This is not how we run our businesses. So has anyone heard of a live sale on Facebook? A live sale? Okay. I'm going to give you an example. So I have these tags made up, and it shows up backwards to you right now, right? You seeing it backwards? Does it show the right way?
Yep.
It does show the right way? For me, it's showing backwards on the screen. If I face it that way, it's facing the correct way for me, and it's backwards for you guys. So I've made duplicate tags for this, and I've laminated them. So this type of sale, a live sale on Facebook, works well if you have inventory to offload. Okay, there's a couple ways you can offload your inventory. One is posting photo albums or pictures in your closed group page and trying to sell it that way. Another is through vendor events where you try to get people that are coming through for traffic. Another way is the live sales. So I actually purchased some of these tags on Amazon, and I don't know if that's showing the right way. Probably not. Is that showing the right way? 100?
That's showing 001.
Does that show 100?
That shows 001.
That's funny. I'm going to open this.
Yeah. You might as well.
Anyway, so you ahead of time mark what you want to sell your products for. People are all about a live sale. So what does this say?
That says 100.
Okay, so that says 100. Okay, so it's going to be opposite. So you've got to figure out which way your screen is when you go live. So I haven't figured that out yet. But so let's say, for example, I want to sell this mini zipper pouch, which is that this is what I keep my live sale tags in. I would go live in my closed group page after I've already marketed that I'm going to do this. If I only have 2 people joining me, guess what? I'm going to just wait a little bit. I'm not going to wait a long time because I've already marketed this. I've advertised this. I've told people about it. I'm not just hopping on and hoping that people are going to be on there. I may have spent 3 or 4 days hyping this up. Okay, posting an ad here, posting an ad there, and saying, hey, I'm going to do a giveaway at some point during the live sale. Join me. Once I hit X number of viewers, I'm going to do a giveaway. All right, and you don't have to tell them what you're giving away. People love free stuff regardless. So I'm going to go on my live sale and say, hey, this is a mini zipper pouch. The retail value is $12. For my live sale today, I'm only going to sell this for $7. So item number 100 is going to go to the first person that claims item 100. Just place it in the comments if you would like the mini zipper pouch for $7. And then hold it up close, maybe show them the details. Is it showing backwards, by the way?
No, your zipper pouch is good.
The right way? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So I'm giving them the details. I'm maybe telling them about it and the material, getting up there, all in its business, up close, so they can see it. Again, give them the number. You don't want to stay on one product too long, and you don't want to look defeated or upset if it's not sold. You just move on. You set it down, and you go to the next one. My daughter's green hairbrush is item number 27. Since it already has hair in it, let's go with 50 cents. Who wants it? Comment 27. You know, just kidding. I don't have any other products right here, but you kind of get it, right? So have your live sale items ready on a table next to you, or have an assistant, maybe with a few giveaways to the side, and be like, hey, this is my next giveaway. And you can do a giveaway however you want. You can see who's watching live, and you can say, hey, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 31, or 1 and 50, or whatever. Then you write it down, and you tell people to comment with one number, and whoever gets there first without going over is going to win the pin. I wouldn't really give a pen away, but as an example. Any questions about the live sale? Who wants to try a live sale? Kinsey, you would like to try? Say it, Denise.
How many items do you need to have a live sale? I mean, what would, because obviously you don't want to do it with 2 items, but.
That's a good question. I can't really say. Bless you. I have a ton of product. I've never thought about that. Because I can't show everything that I have in one sitting because it's too long. But I would say if you have 10 or more items to get rid of, or even less, you can do less, but it's not going to be as exciting, and you're not going to have as many people jump on throughout. Like if you're on for a half hour with products, you know, and you can always sell stuff after the fact. So again, don't look defeated or down on yourself because somebody can claim the items. So like when you start off, I would say, hey, I'm Sarah Thummel, an independent director with 31 Gifts, and I'm doing my live sale today. If you're not seeing the live red button in the corner here, that means you're watching the playback. And if you comment with an item number that you would like to purchase and I'm not live, I'll have to get back with you later and make sure that I still have that product available. But go ahead and comment so that I can make sure and get that to you if it's not claimed during the live portion. You know, explain that.
Okay.
And then you're just going to go right into it as soon as you feel comfortable about it. You don't want people to wait too long. Like I said, you've advertised for this. And then with that money, I mean, you don't have to reinvest in your 31 business. You can go buy gas with it. It's, you know, whatever. You're just trying to make some money with this business, whether you have PD or not. That's the whole goal. So, Tansy, are you the only one that's going to try this live sale? Or
Yeah,
Denise?
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Do you have quite a few products? I think you do based on what I've seen at your house.
Yeah, I've got a pretty big storage tub, kind of like the one we got that day.
Yeah.
I've got one like that now, full. So, it's in
Denise,
my
what are you
truck.
thinking?
I'll keep it in.
Oh, sorry, Kenzie, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I would like to, but I don't have any product.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Well, that's one way to do it in the future if you think about that, you know. And these product tags, like these sale tags, are super cheap on Amazon. Not like they're not a big deal, and it's a tax write-off. So
I
anyway,
got some at Dollar Tree the other day.
you got
they're
some
just
sale tags?
They're blank, and I was just going to create my own. They were $1 for like 200 of them.
At where?
Yeah.
At the
Dollar
Dollar
Tree.
Dollar Tree? But they didn't have any numbers on them, so you're gonna have. So they won't have the reversible images. The image then you'd have to make the
I'm just
reverse.
gonna write it on both sides.
Okay. Leslie, are you still there? And is a live sale something that you might try? I know you have a ton of products.
Yeah, I might try that. But right now, my son's wedding is a month away, and so everything is after the wedding.
I hear you.
But yeah, I think I would like to try that. I also thought about it with my products doing one of the like mystery bags, putting them in the pink bags and numbering them like 1 to 6 or whatever, and offering those.
That's good.
Does that work?
Absolutely. That's a great
Okay, I may try that as well.
That's a great suggestion. Have you guys all heard about that to know what she's talking about?
No.
Okay. Leslie, can you explain a little bit more for those that have not heard about it?
I saw this, I don't remember where, somebody's Facebook page. They took like extra product that they had, and they took it, say like a value of $35, and they put it in a pink bag and taped it shut and put a big like number 1, and then did that for like 6 bags, and then offered them for a lower price than what the actual value was. Like say there's at least $35 in the bag, they offer it for like 25. And then the first person to claim bag number 1 or bag number 4 gets that. And another thing I saw that somebody did was they showed all the products kind of laying out that they were going to put in the mystery bags ahead of time, and hyped it up that they were going to do that. And she said that helped her sales because all her bags sold because they got to kind of see what they might actually get ahead of time.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you're paying $25 and you might end up with a $68 bag. But if it's something that's just sitting somewhere and you're not using it, you might as well get $25 for it, right? It's better than
absolutely,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's something you can't sell in your closed group page. If you've tried, if you've posted it and nobody claims it, that's a great way to do it. So, all right, cool. So there's 2 more things I want to mention real quick on this training. Make sure that you are involved, and whether that's conversations that you're having with people on a daily basis about 31, or whether it's you're attending vendor events, or just looking on your own on 31 Today and trying to look for resources. Be involved. Know what the current and upcoming specials are, because that is a booking seed. That'll really help you. When I was at a vendor event last Saturday, which by the way, I hate vendor events. I do not care for them. I will only do certain ones that I know aren't going to take my entire weekend. That's only a few hours and super duper cheap. Otherwise, I don't care about it. So with that said, I did one last Saturday. I hardly ever do them. I enjoyed it. But the thing is I had a lady come up to my table And she saw my large utility tote limited, and she's like, oh, I have several of those large utility totes. I'd like to get one more. And I said, well, you know what we should do is have a party for you in May, because that's our May special. I encourage you to not buy it today and just book a party with me. And she's like, you know what? I think I will. And it sounds super easy because it was. It doesn't always work out that way. But if you don't offer, then of course it's a no. You know, and not offering at all isn't going to get you anywhere. And with this lady, she turned to her friend. It was really cute because she's like in her maybe early 70s. She's an older lady. And she turned to her friend that brought her, and she's like, well, you come to my party? And the other lady goes, well, no, I'm not coming to your party. And she's like, yes, you are. And it's really funny. They were arguing like sisters. They probably were. But so I was supposed to get back with her today about booking her party, and we missed each other, but we'll be scheduling that real soon. So that's just because she wanted to buy one at my vendor event, and I encouraged her to not buy it so that she could earn it for free or get it as a customer special on her own party and plus get more free stuff. So be involved, whether that's vendor events or by doing your own thing, knowing what's going on, because when you know what's going on, you know how to have those conversations. And the absolute main way to get 200 in PV every month is to secure parties. So if you have one party booked in the entire month and it's a total flop, doesn't work out, whether it's an online or in-home fundraiser, whatever, if you have one party booked, I mean, that stinks because that's what you were counting on, right? And so you don't want that to happen. You want to try to book more parties. So we can do a future training on how to book more parties and how to have those conversations, because that was the number 2 thing that people wanted help on. So that is all I have. So Leslie, I appreciate you throwing in there about the mystery bags. I did not have that one written down, but that is a good one. So does anyone else have something that they're thinking about that might help as well? Okay, I'm going to do a quick recap in case you didn't write it down. Hostess of the Month Club, number 1 thing. If you can get that going, that'll really help you out, really help your business. You can completely have a successful business without it, but if you want to secure 200 every month, then that's a perfect way. Bundles. Don't offer all of them. Give them exclusivity. That's the word I'm looking for. Say you only have 3 available of this bundle, 2 available of that bundle, and to redeem, they must tell you what they want rather than going to your website, right? Because if it's a matter of going to your website, they know it's not exclusivity. They know that whoever goes there can get that. Okay? Challenges is the 3rd one. Whether you have a 24-hour or 48-hour challenge, whether you have an image or not, you can post images of a product, preferably one that shows like a product spotlight, and then maybe a couple real life pictures, and say I've been challenged to sell X number in X number of hours. If you purchase X amount, you could be my mystery hostess, or you can leave that part off and get free stuff along with your purchase. 4th thing I mentioned was flash sales. Again, it helps the most to have prior knowledge of what people want instead of throwing something out there and hoping they take it. Okay, and I can help you with those. I'm happy to help you with any flash sales you want to do. I love doing those. I love helping people put them together because I like the math behind them because I'm a weirdo. So just ask me, and if I have time, I'll help you. Live sale on Facebook is the 5th thing that I mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, flash sales was the 5th. So live sale on Facebook was the 6th thing. You need the inventory to host those. You don't have to have a ton, but just enough to be able to host that. Another thing was to be involved, whether that's vendor events or just knowing what's going on so you can have those conversations. And the main way, the last way that I talked about was booking parties. And of course, Leslie threw in the mystery bags. So you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 things to think about that could be helping your PV every month. Don't make this business hard. Keep it simple. Do what works for you. Find what works for you. Roll with it. It might be different things that work with you as you go, but don't get discouraged because people will notice that, and you want to come off in a positive vibe. You want them to know you're having fun with the business. So if for some reason you go live and you show any kind of negativity, or if you have a negative post, anything of that nature, then it's a turnoff and people won't want to, they're not attracted to that. So whether you are happy with the results or not, you got a smile on your face, okay? Because you just have to fake it till you make it. All right. Anything at all? No? Most of you are on mute. I'm going to unmute you. Denise, I hit unmute, but it's not working. There we go. Do you have anything to say?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you for joining us. I love your hair.
All wet.
Kenzie, anything from you?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know about the mute button and these crazy dogs. They're
You're okay.
worse than kids.
I shut them up for you, and then I totally forgot what I was going to say, but we got there. Thanks to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you have anything to add?
There are definitely good things to think about.
And Leslie.
No, my brain is kind of in the 30 days to the wedding mode. So I
Okay,
don't know.
thank you, ladies, for joining. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now.